Alright guys, so welcome to another video for the Poco F3, also known as the Mi 11X in India, and a lot of you have been telling me recently to try Syberia OS on this particular device. Now as I have been saying, this is my personal daily driver and I installed Syberia OS on this particular device yesterday, and since then I've been using it, so I thought it deserves a complete review. So before we get into the details, if you haven't already, please subscribe because it doesn't cost you anything and it really motivates us to make amazing content like this, and stay tuned till the end of the video because we have a giveaway of our cases coming up soon as well. Now without further ado, hello awesome people, welcome to PhoneOps. My name is Kailash. Let's get going. So let's see what we have here. We have Syberia OS version 5.4 official based on Android 12L, updated on the 22nd of April 2022. Now it is around 1.4 gigabytes in size. If we talk about the changelog over here, new build is up, changelog. Okay, this is what they have. Added Google Quick Tap. This works. I have tested that. Expanded volume panel, just like Pixel Experience Plus. App lock feature, added back charging ripple animation, allow disabling fingerprint wake on unlock, allow to hide back gesture arrow, art and bionic improvements, launcher improvements, clear all button at bottom in recent screen, Google Lens integration in recents, that's good as well. Icon packs support, Google Hot Seat dock search, allow hide app labels, allow the change icon label size. Added repainter integration, fixed user avatar in settings dashboard, other fixes and improvements under the hood, right? Now apart from this, if we go back to Telegram, it does say that GApps are inbuilt, widewide certificate level is L3. So if you are someone like me who uses Netflix or Amazon Prime HD, L3 might create a problem for you. So for now, if you are someone who is completely dependent on this device to consume your content every single day, then I would suggest stay away. But this is a pretty decent ROM. It has its share of bugs and issues which I have observed in the last 2 days that I've been using this in the gym, while traveling, while doing work and stuff. So we are going to discuss all of those today. First things first, it comes with a Syberia wallpaper. So let's actually go to say settings, about, and Android version. There is Android 12. Where do we have that? It's here. Okay, so this is Android version 12, version 5.4 for Syberia, April security patch, and it comes with the built-in Syberia kernel, and yeah, this is a relatively recent update. Overall, if you talk about this particular ROM, you know, as far as the UI and all the other things are concerned, it's pretty smooth, it's fluid. This is one of the smoothest experiences I've had when it comes to Google Feed. Just see how smooth it is. Even the slightest of touches to the Google Feed makes you feel that it's just flowing through the display, which is a really good thing, because even on iPhone, I've not seen this kind of smoothness, and I mean it. I've used iPhones in the past. Anyways, the transition animations are pretty good. The app icon animations are pretty good. Now, unfortunately, this ROM doesn't come with a built-in camera application. So you have to install the Gcam and XML and all those things of your choice. By the way, a Gcam video for Mi 11X is dropping soon. So stay tuned for that and subscribe if you haven't. Now moving on, it doesn't really come with a lot of bloatware, right? And we will talk about performance and gaming as well. But if you look at the quick tiles, what you see over here, it has this NFC option. You have this refresh rate toggle, which gives you 60, 90 and 120 Hertz. And then all the basic quick tiles are present. If you go to the edit menu, you will see that you have the screen recorder, then you have reading mode, live display, your privacy access tiles. You have a shortcut for dark mode, extra dim, reboot shortcut, always on display shortcut, and all the other things. So quite a lot of quick tiles available over here. Even if you go to say the screen recorder, you will see you have internal and external audio support, and in different places you can see that Monet UI based on the wallpaper is working fine and it is doing a great job. Now moving on, as I said, this ROM doesn't really come with a lot of bloatware, but it does have quite a lot of customization in Syberia settings. Now apart from this, you know, you have this option to add multiple users. If you go to apps, you will see that you don't have game dashboard over here. If you go to battery, now this is a part which I would like to touch base upon before you actually move to Syberia settings. Now you do have thermal profiles over here. So you do get the option of benchmark, browser and all those things, but you don't really get the high touch polling rate. which is available in some other ROMs. If you talk about the battery usage, I've been charging, discharging. I'm still getting around 4 to 6 hours of time, screen on time when I'm using it. I am required to charge at least more than once a day. Like if I unplug the device at 100% in the morning, by 6 or 7 in the evening, I would be at 20 or 25%. So that, based on my usage, which is again not that heavy, is not disappointing exactly, but not great battery life. As you can see over here, I've had screen on for 3 hours and 32 minutes and I've charged the device as well. So that is something you will have to keep in mind when you flash this ROM. You do have the option of battery temperature over here, use Pixel battery stats provider and stuff like that. You do have notification history, which you can go ahead and enable and use, conversation bubbles, Android 12 stuff working absolutely fine. Now in Syberia settings, you do get a ton of customization, which is very, very interesting. If you go to system, you have general tweaks, buttons, notifications, dialer, vibration for connect, disconnect, blink flashlight for calls. Now I'm not really going to go through each and every option over here, but you can quickly have a look what options are available and what options are present. As you can see, because okay, this is the interesting part, gaming mode. So you can add any apps of your choice to the gaming mode here, and it should really boost your performance, or at least make sure that you don't really get disturbed while you are in the middle of a live stream or a gameplay. You do have a ton of UI customization as well. We are using the light mode. Now in Syberia settings, there were a couple of instances wherein I was changing something and the UI decided to restart on me. So that is something that I have observed. Now at the same time, there was one more instance wherein I was riding my bike and the phone decided to automatically dial a number. Now that's a bug or something, but after I enabled the pocket mode, which is available in this ROM, there has not been any issues. Now if you go to sound, you will have your standard stuff available over here. So no major changes as far as sound is concerned. Wallpaper and style, you do have themed icons, but you don't really have a ton of wallpapers included in this particular ROM, which is a little weird. They could at least have included curated culture and stuff like that. Now, if you talk about the launcher over here, I think this is the quick step launcher that they have, and they do have some customization available, although they don't really have a ton of customizations available. Now let's go to settings once again. Yeah, we are in settings. So security, face lock and fingerprint unlock is working absolutely fine. So no major changes there. If you go to system, you go to gestures, you have one-handed mode, which works fine. Then you have system navigation customization, quick tap, back tap, all these options are present and they work absolutely okay. So all in all, if you ask me about Syberia OS, it's a decent ROM. It is smooth. It works as expected. I'm using banking applications. Apart from Wideband L3, and the other issue that I've had is low benchmark numbers. I don't know why. It didn't even manage to score 600,000 points, wherein on stock MIUI, the Mi 11X can score around 680,000 points in Antutu. Now remember, gaming mode was enabled, thermal profiles were enabled, the device was at around 32 degrees. Even after that, this is the score that we got on 2 to 3 different runs. Apart from this, let me show you the CPU throttle test before we wrap this video up. So as you can see, even with the CPU throttle test, the experience is not that great. It throttled all the way to 67%. So Syberia developer, if you're watching this, you really need to work on fixing the performance part. And as you can see, this is a snapshot from my battery usage. I did use for 2 hours and 5 minutes and we were at, okay, it's not showing me the percentage, but yeah. So, you know, overall, this ROM still feels that it needs a few finishing touches to be as stable as Syberia OS is on the Redmi K20 Pro. I would not recommend you to definitely try this, but yeah, maybe a couple of builds later, it can definitely be used as a daily driver. So before we end the video, there is a small giveaway that we would like to announce. Now, starting next week, we will be giving away our cases, our smoke cases, our shutter cases, transparent cases, at least for the devices that we have. We have the Mi 11X, the Poco X3 Pro, and the Redmi K20 Pro. So every week, I will be announcing a winner who will get a smoke case or a case of their choice. You can let me know that on email, right? You have a transparent case that you can choose. You can choose for a smoke case and you can choose for a camera shutter case as well. The link is mentioned in the description and it will be mentioned in each and every video for the next 2 to 3 weeks till the time we have this giveaway. We have more than 10 cases that we are going to give away. So please subscribe and participate and share it with your friends. Until the next one, this is Kailash signing off at PhoneOps. Keep smiling. Take care. Goodbye.